Hello everyone, I am Oracle Unicorn and welcome to Shaman Messages. Please remember this is a general reading, it won't resonate with anyone, take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. And I do personal readings, so for the information for that is below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And thank y'all so much for coming in and viewing and visiting with me, Oracle Unicorn. Thank you. So, what kind of messages do we have for our dear Geminis? Gemini. 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 Okay. Gemini. What is going on? Gemini. I don't feel like this is the right deck. That's my right hole deck, but I feel like my shaman deck is asking to come out. Yeah. Okay. As a Gemini, working with your polarities, understanding the dark and the light, work as one together. Okay, so let's get my shaman deck out. Alright. What kind of messages do we have for our dear Geminis? Thank you guides and all my ancestors for being with me and helping me to give the most accurate message that is needed for the viewers. Okay. Well, goodness. Interesting, Gemini. Gemini. And don't forget to check your ascending, which is also your rising sign, and kind of look into the other planetaries and what they align with when it comes to that specific sign, because when you watch that sign with that reading, there may be some messages in those other signs that could help you further with specific situations. Okay. Because these readings that I do are just kind of like an overall message reading. Okay, so there's a lot of you Geminis out there that are coming into a reunion of love with someone. A balancing of, also this could be someone that you see possibility with and has raised your standards with when it comes to this person, and y'all are actually have an equal of like emotion for each other when it comes to y'all's cups. So this could very well not be of a love situation. This could be like of another family member, or it could be with a friend, and y'all have an understanding with each other, a very well good understanding ties with each other and working together, and it's like an equal give and take of emotions with each other, okay? But some of you, it's with love, and you're starting to understand and see the equal values of emotions that y'all have for each other, and you're really starting to feel it. The more, like, I feel the empowerment is raised between the both of you, and work has to be kind of like put into this being seen, and forgiveness is part of it. Oh, I'm missing a card. I will pick a card from, well, I'll leave it, okay. Oh, I am missing one over there too. Well, interesting, Gemini, yours Okay. Well, we'll go with it. I've never done that. Usually pretty good at giving 2 each. Well, the other ones had 3 in that one position. There was 2 readings I had that had 3 in that position. But so if there's something that happens that strikes up when it comes to struggle that has caused so much anger, your understanding on how to be able to level out your own anger and how to be able to kind of like balance out your anger to where it doesn't feel things are as much of a struggle, even though it is a struggle. But also I'm feeling these understandings and this wisdom that you're coming into and being able to see the hidden message behind things, especially when it comes to your intuition, because this is like right under it like this, and I usually go through the storyline like this, but it's asking me to do it this way too. Okay. You're really starting to be able to really hone in and listen to the inner knowledge of your wisdom, which is helping you to be able to like fuel your anger in more of a positive way, and so things aren't as much of a struggle for you to get through. And also I'm feeling you're coming into more or less like a limited possibilities when it comes to your home life and being able to um, have like a sense of security, a sense of like self-home with yourself, because now this is showing to also be like a reunion with yourself and loving your own home and loving how you're able to do things for yourself and be able to kind of like have your own sense of home. Some of you, it's you're leaving your home with unlimited possibilities for someone that you really have like so much love for, okay? So that was being put out there. Okay. I try to go too fast sometimes, and then like I miss what it's wanting to be, like what they're saying sometimes. So okay. Okay. And so you're going through contemplation of retreat within yourself, and being able to truly see what is growing for you, what is being shifted for you. And some of you, this is kind of like the world and the universe granting you a retreat scenario for you and this person that you have been thinking about. And you're honing in and listening to your intuition about it. And it's like hidden knowledge. It's like hidden insight of how you've really felt about this person all along. And you're keeping hope. It's like you're looking at the light of your past and everything that you have been able to come to an understanding about and see yourself in a new light, and honoring yourself within that new light, and then shifting your perspective and honoring other people for who they are in their own light and how they've been able to surmount their own challenges. And that's what's creating this hearth fire of celebration. I feel it's like a celebration with yourself and maybe your new home with yourself for some of you. And it's a celebration about like this hope that you've had for reunion with this other person that I felt like really prayed about and wished for. And abundance is coming in because you're being gentle with yourself. With you being gentle with yourself and loving yourself in this whole new way of being able to kind of give yourself this reunion and like an equal like love of transition with yourself instead of the way you used to do things, you're gaining more abundance because of that. And you're gaining more abundance and recollection because of like you being able to nurture yourself and you being able to honor your feelings about things and honoring other other people's feelings about things too as well. And that's causing like a gathering with these people of like of love and being able to have fun and being able to come together and having good times, instead of like there being no forgiveness and light is being shined upon, forgiveness being upside down, and letting light, like your love, be your beacon. So some of you, I feel it's definitely you're like slamming open your heart chakra and allowing your love and your care for others to be your beacon and direction, and letting forgiveness settle in instead of the forgiveness not be there. Okay, so I feel this is switching for you. The more you really ground this this like self-honoring energy you're stepping into, and grounding the way you love, and like loving the fact that you love that way, and and being able to see how you want that love in return with someone else. And you're having a fresh approach about how you're going to put the work towards this, how you're going to put the work more with yourself, and also seeing that within someone else that's able to do that with themselves, and not kind of like that lack. You're stepping out of that energy of like being with people that have that sense of lack with themselves, and in kind of like a poverty like sense, and you're stepping into it in more of like an enriching sense, because you are being of that enriching energy with yourself. So then you're putting more of that work towards, and views, and spotting out those right people that have that enriching sense within themselves, so that it's more abundant between the both of you, because you're enriched and then that other person's enriched with themselves, so then it makes even more like an enrichment between the both of you. Okay, and for some of you, it's you're allowing yourself that pause to be that enrichment with yourself, grounding that enrichment with yourself, and some of you, it's reuniting with your own higher self in this, and really opening your eyes to like a lot of things that is coming into this new wavelength type of thing, and sense of vision, and the way you used to like view yourself, and you're reuniting with that newity, and that fresh new start, that fresh new approach about how you approach yourself, and then about how now you're approaching others. Not just as a sense of care or lack of care, but compassion for those that have lack of care with themselves, and not feeling that approach in more of a harshness sense, and just kind of walking away and just knowing more of what's best for you. You're doing it in a more of, you're not going to instill this kind of teaching, but yet you're going to kind of like lead by example with this teaching. And some of you are gaining the empowerment with a reunion of someone that you have wished so strongly for. And it becomes like your perception is being switched into like the Nine of Vessels with this person. Like they're your ultimate emotional fulfillment. And some of you, it's you're having that shift in perspective of feeling that Nine of Cups with yourself. That like wish fulfilling come true of that enriching like point of view with yourself, and really empowering yourself more, and glowing more with that, really like that light, and that positive glow within you, and also being gentle with that positive glow, and not trying to force yourself into into doing too much at like one time, or at one day, in one day. You're lengthening it out, and that's how you're understanding how to be gentle with yourself, and that's the world, that's the world card for you. and allowing those down retreating times for yourself in contemplation of like really enriching what you enjoy in the middle of what you feel your sense of responsibilities are. And allowing yourself to receive more. Like, instead of feeling like you have to constantly just like make it equal and pay back, you're understanding that gifts are gifts for a very beautiful reason. And that's also that sense of an enrichment and being gentle with yourself, is you're allowing yourself to receive without feeling as if you have to constantly give back, even if you're giving receiving without them wanting something back. You're contemplating on those perspective shifts of receiving, and the polarities of being able to receive with just giving that sense of care and love and, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, thank you, and I greatly appreciate what I am being given. And that appreciation is that balance of giving back, instead of feeling like the appreciation is coming out of giving something like 3D wise back. You're understanding that vibration is giving back just as much more, if not better, than what you could have done 3D wise. Um, wow, they're telling me very good. So something you did was very, very good. It was like very amazing. Like, I take that. Thank you guys as me doing very good. But also, I'm projecting that energy for you because there was something you were able to do that was out of your norm and out of your comfort zone that you did very well and very perfectly, and they also wanted you to know, like, very good. Good job. You did it. Thank you. And you're growing more into that feeling of abundance, like not feeling of lack thereof and that you have to have more, you have to make more or give more. You're growing into that emotional abundance of not feeling that lack and knowing that more is coming out of feeling that sense of um, being abundant within yourself. And so then your outward views and things that you're getting is more abundant because of that. That sense of being in a gratitude vibration. And I feel that's also your new fresh approach with this, so you don't feel this lack thereof or being left with hardly anything, and not pushing yourself to do more work than you're really required to have to do. Okay, and you're putting the work in, which is why I feel this is here. This card is here because it's a skill. You're not overworking yourself, which is why I feel this is upside down. Oh, that's what you're doing really well. You're not overworking yourself anymore. Good job. That's great. Okay. Okay. Moon energies. Energies of the moon. What kind of messages do you have for our dear Geminis? Geminis. Kind of in kind of messages do you have for our dear Geminis? Oh, time to take a breathe out. You did get that retreat card. Energy is gaining momentum. So I'm feeling that has a lot to do with being gentle with yourself in a whole nother light and contemplation about how you can really give yourself that equal balance of retreat and work. And that energy is gaining momentum for you and with you. Yes, emotions are running high for a new romantic beginning. Yeah, there's some of you out there that is like stepping into like an extreme amount of beautiful love. Like beautiful give and take of love. Like you're going to be loved just as much as like okay. You're going to be loved just as much as you give a lot of love to that person. I feel like you give an abundant amount of love to your significant other, and you are now coming into balance with seeing that right person and attracting that right person that's going to give you that just amount, that much, if not more, an abundance of that love that you give out so freely too, because of being and coming into this energy of like being gentle with yourself and giving yourself that love that you give other people. That's beautiful. Yes, it's time to release the negativity. The negativity and luck is on your side. Yep, the negativity of how maybe others are negative in a whole light. You're just kind of like allowing yourself to be able to give them that compassion instead of judgment upon how they are or who they are in their sense of thinking, in their own way of thinking. You're just giving them more compassion now and not really giving too much of your energy out towards it, and not feeling as if you have to be there whenever they want you to be there. I just saw the Pisces sign. So you're not feeling as if you have to be there now to help them through this kind of energy. You're just kind of giving them that little bit of compassion that maybe they need. And if they're nasty with you, you kind of like literally step away from that energy now. And don't give it that positive energy anymore. And just say, well, this is not healthy for me to take. And that's giving a sense of compassion towards them in that way. And they start seeing themselves in that kind of light now. And you just say, well, I don't feel I deserve, in like the most compassionate, like kind way. You say, oh, well, I don't feel I deserve this kind of negativity towards you. I don't give this negativity to you. So I'm going to have to distance myself from you to keep myself out of this kind of imprint of negativity upon myself and how I am, and feeling as if I'm not doing enough for you, just so you can come out of this energy. You're understanding that now I need to give more of that compassionate energy towards myself to keep me from coming down into that type of energy. Damn. You leveled the fuck up. Excuse my language, but holy cow. Yep. Bring love into the situation. And I feel it's a strong, and it is a win-win forecasted outcome for you. Yeah. Forecome. I'm kind of curious to see, well, you have a spiritual home you're coming in, you reunation with, and some of you, it's a unity with that other spiritual essence person that brings more of that beauty out of you just as much as you bring that beauty out of them. And they're saying that's all for the fairy deck. Okay, well, I hope y'all greatly enjoyed that. Thank you for all your likes and shares and subscribes. I greatly appreciate it. It helps expand the channel a lot. And this is my drawing, my artwork. That if you would like a poster, they're $20 each, and just email me. My email is in the description box below. And yeah, I will see y'all next week. Unicorn out. Bye.